What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? It's your boy DeeFlamez, and welcome to the Sports Fashion Podcast. I'm your host, DeeFlamez, man. This is a new podcast. We're gonna be talking about sports, music, fashion, sneakers, all of it. Shout out to Tracy McGrady, throwback Raptors jersey. You already know what it is, man. Welcome. I appreciate anybody that taps in with me, man. This has been a long time coming, man. I've been wanting to do a podcast for a while now for me to finally get to the point where I can actually do it. I really appreciate y'all, man. A little background about myself, man. My name DJ, aka DeeFlamez, man. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, man. I'm in the military. I've been in the military for about 10 years now. I'm 31. I enjoy sports, basketball, football, college basketball, college football, a little bit of soccer. I'm not really that big, but a little bit of soccer, man. But on social media, y'all can follow me at DeeFlamez_ on Instagram. I got some questions, so I'm about to get to it. So first question is, what inspired you to become a podcaster? Basically, I have a passion for fashion sports, which is why, the podcast has been named Sports Fashion. I love fashion. I love sports. I think they go hand in hand. As you can see, I got Allen Iverson right here, man. I think he was the first person to really bring the hip hop culture into the NBA. And then, of course, you got Jordan. You know what I mean? And Jordan was the first to really bring the real fashion to basketball. You know what I'm saying? I really just inspire. I really feel like what Deion Sanders said: if you look good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good. You know what I mean? So shout out to Deion Sanders, man. But yeah, I just love the idea of fashion, man. I've been like that. I got that from my mama. My mama is real big on fashion, so it's definitely been a staple in me for sure. Second question, what is your favorite pair of sneakers of all time? My favorite pair of sneakers of all time, I would have to say, is Jordan Flu Game 12s. Those are probably my favorite sneakers of all time. Also, there's a story behind that. The Flu Games were the first sneaker that I bought with my own money that I really wanted. I bought other shoes with my own money, but it was more just I had the money and I was able to get them, and they were available. The Flu Game 12s were the first shoe that I wanted and I couldn't get. And it just so happened that once I got some money, I was able to get them. So the Flu Game 12s are definitely my favorite. My favorite colorway on any shoes is always going to be black and red. Black and red is just, for me, where I come from, black and red has really been a big staple. You know what I mean? Black and red, you got the Chicago Bulls, like the Bred 11s, you know what I'm saying? Bred 13s. I mean, black and red is crazy, for real. So, definitely. Who's your favorite basketball player of all time? My favorite basketball player, Allen Iverson. My favorite basketball player. Just because I'm 6'1", so Allen Iverson slightly shorter than me, but when I was younger, brown skin kid, dark skin kid, whatever you want to consider him, come from the same type of environment I come from, and for him to be able to dominate amongst a league of, giants, you know what I'm saying? Like, he made me feel like I could go to the NBA at one point, you know what I'm saying? And then he looked like everybody else around, you know what I mean? Like tattoos, you know what I'm saying? Braids at the time. He talked like us. He walked like us. He dressed like us. Obviously back then, you know what I mean? Back then it was the tall tees and the, you know what I'm saying, the extra large, triple X fucking pants. That's a nasty era, I ain't gonna lie, but, so he definitely embodied the inner city, especially where I'm from, you know what I mean? So I definitely looked at Allen Iverson and really liked Allen Iverson. And then he was nice, you know what I mean? So I definitely would say Allen Iverson for sure is my favorite athlete of all time, for sure. What else we got up here? Why the name sports fashion for this podcast? I kind of explained it already. I'm being a big fan of fashion in the sports era. Like, obviously, again, it's suiting that I talk about Allen Iverson. Like, obviously, you look at the NBA now, and you see everybody wearing headbands. You see everybody getting tatted. You see everybody wearing sleeves, armbands, finger bands. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Allen Iverson was the first to really bring that level of swag. And when I say level of swag, meaning the culture, the hip hop culture to the game. Like, Jordan definitely had a swag when he had the calf sleeve, he had the armband, you know what I'm saying? And then the shoes is crazy, you know what I mean? But I think Allen Iverson embodied what it is for the inner city, you know what I'm saying? Embodied what it is for, the urban community, as far as how we dress, as far as how we talk, as far as what we like to do, you know what I mean? Like, everybody knows Allen Iverson used to have, a good time after games, you know what I'm saying? But I think Allen Iverson is the perfect example of embodying the hip hop culture, embodying the urban culture, along with mixing basketball, you know what I mean, and sports. So I would definitely say, and me being a big fan of that, that's why I said sports fashion, because I'm a big fan of that. And then also, I love sneakers, man. I love sneakers. Definitely, sneakers are a staple, man. Where I'm from, the first thing you look at when you meet somebody is sneakers. That's it. But it don't matter if you're man or woman. It don't matter. The first thing you looking at when you meet somebody is sneakers. The first thing you look at when you see somebody is they sneakers. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just like, I think that it's dope that sneakers has been synonymous with sports now. Even when you look at the NFL, man, the way these players are customizing their cleats, getting PEs, you know what I mean? It's dope to see like sneakers play a big staple. Tennis, same thing. Golf, same thing. You know what I mean? So sneakers are definitely important to me. Me as a collector, I hate the term sneakerhead because it's like, nah, I'm more of I'm a sneaker connoisseur. You know what I mean? So. But I get it. The kids say sneakerhead, so I go with it. But I definitely say collector for sure. I've been collecting sneakers. I haven't been in the community that long, but I've been collecting sneakers since about 2012, 2013. That's when I really started getting my own money. You know what I mean? So I really started getting my own money around that time. So that's when I was able to start really collecting. When I was younger, my moms and my dad, like, they wasn't having it. And it was my own doing. My parents, they always felt like everything was school based. So if I wanted sneakers, I had to do good at school. If I wanted anything, I had to do good in school. School wasn't my thing at work at first. So obviously I ended up graduating, things of that nature, but it wasn't my thing. And I put my parents through a lot when I was in school. So for sure. What would you say is your ambitions in life? My ambitions in life, just to be the best at whatever it is that I do. You know what I mean? Whether that's here in the military, whether it's after I retire, whatever the case may be. I just want to put my best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? I want to make both my parents proud. I want to make everyone that's close to me proud. You know what I mean? So I just feel like my aspirations and my inspiration, my motivation is just to make myself, the best version of myself. You know what I mean? One of my other favorite players, Kobe Bryant, they say he has the Mamba mentality. The Mamba mentality is that have a laser focus on what you want to accomplish and don't let anything distract you from that. Give your all at all times, even when nobody's looking. You know what I mean? So you put the work in when you by yourself, you know what I mean? So you can see the results later on, you know what I mean? But you always try to put your best foot forward. So for sure. What else we got? Favorite pair of sneakers besides Jordans? Ooh, this is an easy one. Nike Air Penny One. You know what I'm saying? Nike Penny Ones, man. Those are definitely in my top 3 favorite sneakers. I would definitely say they were probably second or third. You know what I mean? Obviously, I told y'all the flu game Jordan 12s are my first, but the Penny Ones, you know what I'm saying? The Penny Ones are definitely, specifically in the University Red, Penny Ones, man. Like, Penny Ones, I love them sneakers, man. Like, you got the All Stars, the black on black with the blue trim. You know what I mean? You got the, like I said, the university red, the white. No, I mean, excuse me, the red with the white trim. Which is crazy, man. And then I say the Reebok questions on the Reebok answer fours on the ones that you see on Allen Iverson feet right now in his painting. The Reebok answer fours, those are fire. Also known as the shoes that Allen Iverson stepped over Tyronn Lue in. Definitely fire. And then of course, you got the foam posits. I mean, my favorite pair of the foam posits for me, and it's probably not a popular opinion, but for me are probably the eggplants. For the ones that don't know, please Google it. Nike foam posit airplants. I say airplants, excuse me. Eggplants. Is like purple and black, you know what I'm saying, with the clear bottom. Like you'll see when you Google them. Like those will probably be another one. Obviously the Reebok questions, classic. You know what I mean. I have a big foot, so I don't really rock with Jordans. I love LeBron, probably LeBron 7s for sure. You know what I mean? And that's just the name of a few. I could talk about sneakers all day. So for sure. What's next? Favorite jersey that you have? Oof. My favorite jersey that I got. I would probably say throwback Memphis Grizzlies, Mike Bibby. You know what I'm saying? The Island Green. If you go Google the Island Green foams. But it's the throwback Vancouver Grizzlies jersey. It's the Island Green with the grizzly bear on the front. If you Google that, you'll see what I'm talking about. But definitely, that's probably my favorite jersey for sure. Just based off the look, not because of the player, but just based off the look for sure. Who's your favorite sports team and your favorite sports? Oh, man. So, in basketball, I don't have a team. I hate to say it. I don't have a team. I have a favorite player, and wherever he's at, that's where I'm at. So my favorite player is Kevin Durant. Currently, right now, you know what I mean? My favorite player is Kevin Durant. So, he's with the Suns right now. So, because he's with the Suns, that's who I'm with right now. Football. It's unfortunate right now, but I'm a New York Giants fan. Don't kill me. But I'm a New York Giants fan, and I know we just got rid of Saquon Barkley. You know what I mean? We just lost him. We still stuck with Daniel Jones. You know what I mean? Our defense is not it. You know what I mean? So we rebuilding, man. We rebuilding. So chill. Don't kill me. You know what I mean? But yeah, those are the two sports. College. My favorite football team in college is Miami Hurricanes, and my favorite basketball team in college is Duke University. And I don't care if you from North Carolina and you a UNC fan. I don't want to hear it. You NC State fan. I don't want to hear it. Wake Forest. We don't really care about y'all. But UNC and NC State, I can't rock with y'all, man. I'm a Duke fan, man. I gotta go with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, those are definitely my favorite teams for sure. What is your favorite hoop shoe? My favorite hoop shoe. That's crazy. My favorite hoop shoe. That's a really good question. I would have to say, oof, that's tough because I've hooped in a lot of shoes. Jordan 14s. Jordan 14s are always good. Reebok Answers. The ones, like I said, the ones is, you know what I mean? The Reebok Answers. Reebok Answer 4 specifically. Those are good. I'm giving away my age a little bit, but the Nike Huarache 2K4s, I swear, them shit was fire. You know what I'm saying? They was comfortable as hell. Also, the Hyper Dunks Huaraches. You know what I'm saying? But I would say my favorite shoe to hoop in, and the best shoe that I've ever hooped in, I would say, that's tough, yo. That is tough, yo. I say Jordan 14s. Jordan 14s, Jordan 13s were good to hoop in. I mean, most of the retro Jordans were good to hoop in, except for the ones. The ones are terrible to hoop in. But I definitely say Jordan 14s for sure. For sure. Okay. All right, so name your top 5 basketball players of all time. Okay, this is the real one. Top 5 basketball players of all time. Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, Magic, Kobe. Jordan, you know what I'm saying, the greatest scorer to ever play the game. You know what I'm saying, 10-time scoring champion. You know, career 30 points per game. You know what I'm saying, has the highest career point per game average. And that's including 2 seasons where he only averaged 20. Like your career average is 30, but you got 2 seasons where you average 20. Crazy. You got another season where you average 28. Like you got 3 seasons where you average less than 30, but your career average is 30. Crazy. And then your career average is number 1 when we had Wilt Chamberlain, who had a season where he averaged 50. That's crazy to me. You know, obviously 9-time all defensive team, you know what I'm saying? 6 finals MVPs, 5 regular season MVPs, you know what I mean? Like 6 championships, like, you know, you really can't. Second LeBron, you know what I'm saying? Second LeBron. Because I'm putting LeBron there because the longevity has to be accounted for something. It has to be, you know what I'm saying? 40 bands for points. You know what I'm saying? 4 championships. You know what I'm saying? 4 finals MVPs. You know what I'm saying? 4 in league MVPs. You know what I mean? Like a 20 time All-Star. Like, you know what I'm saying? All NBA like 17 times, 18 times. It might be even more than that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But 40K points, 10K rebounds, 10K assists. The man has a triple double, and you know, in career statistics, you know what I mean. So, I would definitely say LeBron second. Third, I will say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has probably the greatest basketball life ever, and what I mean by that is on every single level, he dominated. High school, state championships. College national championships. In the league, the man has 6 rings. The man has 6 rings, bro. 6 rings, bro. And people don't understand that. Yeah, he got 6 rings. And I understand he got 6 rings, but only 2 finals MVPs. But you know what I'm saying? He did play with Magic. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He 38,000 points, second leading scorer of all time. You know what I'm saying? He got 6 rings, but he got 6 league MVPs. You know what I'm saying? So 6. That's 1 more than Jordan. You know what I mean? Block leader for multiple times, multiple all defensive teams. You know what I mean? And then he played against Wilt. He played against Bill Russell. He played against Hakeem. He played, you know what I'm saying? He played against Moses Malone. You know what I'm saying? So he played against Kevin McHale. You know what I'm saying? So he played against Bill Laimbeer, and I'm not saying Bill Laimbeer is on that level, but he played against all those guys. So, you know, definitely that for sure. And then obviously, like I said, Magic don't need to be said, man. 3-time league MVP, you know what I'm saying? 5 rings, 3-time finals MVP. You know what I'm saying? The greatest point guard in the history of basketball. You know what I mean? I don't even want to hear it. The greatest point guard in the history of basketball. So, and then Kobe Bean Bryant, bro. Rest in peace to Kobe, man. For real. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to Kobe, man. That shit hurt me. I cried when he died. I ain't gonna lie. But Kobe, man, like probably the greatest tough shot maker in the history of basketball. The greatest tough shot maker ever. You know what I'm saying? One of the hardest workers ever in the history of basketball, man. You know, like he had an average body, 6'6", not small hands. He wasn't super athletic. He wasn't super quick, but he mastered the fundamentals, and he had the fundamentals to a mastery level to where no one could stop him. He understood that, so definitely that for sure. Okay. What's your biggest turnoff when it comes to women? Oh man, I like to stay away from subjects like this when it comes to like women and relationships and stuff like that. But because you asked, I answer it. I will say my biggest turnoff, because I got a lot of them. No funny shit. Oof, that's tough. A woman that lacks confidence. A woman that lacks confidence, that's just very unattractive to me. You know what I'm saying? Very unattractive to me. I can't stand it. You know what I mean? So I definitely say a woman that lacks confidence for sure would be number one. Would definitely be number one, 100%. Okay, what else we got? What was the first pair of sneakers you stayed outside for? First pair of sneakers I camped out for, and I only did it twice. First pair of sneakers I camped out for, I can't remember what year it was. But it was the Jordan True Blue 3s. I camped out for those. And not with the Jordan sound on the back, with the Nike Air on the back. Jordan True Blue 3s. And then I also camped out for Nike Galaxy foams. I think those came out, I want to say Galaxy foam came out like, the year could be wrong. I want to say 2011, if I'm not mistaken. But I camped out for those. I had to get them. You know what I'm saying? This was back when foams was really dominating. This was back when Wale was like the hottest thing, you know what I'm saying, out in music. So for sure, I would definitely, those were the only two that I camped out for. After that, like, I started getting money myself, so I was just buying them off Flight Club. Like, people say Flight Club is, is expensive as hell, but my whole thing is like, if you really want something, you're willing to pay the cost. You know what I mean? So, yeah, for sure. How many pairs of sneakers do you have? I have 217 pairs of sneakers. 217 pairs of sneakers. And that's, like I said, I started collecting back in 2013. You know what I mean? So I would definitely say 217. Yeah, 217 pairs of sneakers. So for sure. I'm sorry if y'all catch that. That's my little man in the background, man. What's next? Oh, okay. So I like this one. Who is your favorite music artist of all time? Jay-Z. Jay-Z, 100%. 100%. Jay-Z, 100%. I think Jay-Z is the greatest rapper of all time. Him and Wayne are my top two. I think Jay-Z, Wayne. My top five, I'm going to go ahead. I know you ain't asked me for it, but my top five: Jay-Z, Wayne, Biggie. That gets tricky at 4 and 5. Jay-Z, Wayne, Biggie, T.I. Gotta go with the South, and then T.I. and then DMX. I definitely gotta go with DMX. I'm gonna go with DMX just because, like, you know what I'm saying, he was legendary. His energy was crazy, and then people don't give him the respect, and I always love DMX for sure. So yeah, so Jay-Z, Wayne, Biggie, T.I., DMX is my top five for sure. What else we got? What's your plans with your podcast? What is your future endeavors? Excuse me. I hope to build my own network one day. I want the podcast to be the first step. And I want to be able to be consistent with this and just really get active. And I want to be able to build my own network to where, everything stems from this. And, I have multiple shows. I might have a show that's strictly sports. I might have a show that's strictly music. I might have a show that's strictly for the culture, as far as talking about what's going on in the culture. But I definitely want to build a brand. And really just and branch out. And I want to bring some of my brothers with me, you know what I'm saying, and just shine a light on some of the people that are close to me for sure. So that's my goal for my brand. You know what I mean? Sports fashion. Shout out to Sports Fashion. Hosted by DeeFlamez. Please follow me, DeeFlamez, DeeFlamez __ on Instagram, man. Please hit that follow button. Please subscribe to the YouTube. The YouTube is Sports Fashion Podcast, man. Please also subscribe. Follow the Sports Fashion Podcast Instagram at Sports Fashion Podcast. Yeah, but let's move on. Who's a better lyricist, Jadakiss or Nas? Jadakiss. Lyrically, what do you say? Top 5 dead or alive? Jadakiss. It's a fact. I don't care what nobody say. Lyrically, Jadakiss. Period. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know, so that's easy for me. So we can continue. What's a better shoe? The Jordan Cement 3s or the Jordan Cement 4s? Oh, Jordan Cement 4s. I'm not really a big 3 guy. I know I said that I camped out for the True Blue 3s. I understand. But I'm not really a big 3 guy in total. You know what I mean? Like, I got them both. Don't get me wrong. But I definitely say the Cement 4s. The 4s are nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a good way. Like, the 4s are fire. You know what I mean? So, definitely say the Cement 4s. Oh, okay. So, we got a lot of sneaker questions coming up. I like this right here. Okay, so, what's the next one? What's better, the Concord 11s or the Bread 11s? Oh man. I'm gonna say Bread 11s. I told y'all at the beginning of the podcast, man. I told y'all at the beginning that I'm a black and red guy, so I definitely got to go with the Bread 11s. But that's tough. That's tough. Okay. The Nike Penny One or Phone Posits? Ooh, you killing me. But I'm gonna go Nike Penny One, man. You know what I mean? Nike Penny One, man. Like I said, University Red are my favorite pennies ever. You know what I'm saying? They lost me at the penny 4s, bro. Like, or the penny 3s. They lost me at the penny 3s and 4s. Like, I was like, all right, I'm off that. You know what I'm saying? But the Nike Air Penny Ones, University Red, y'all got it for sure. Okay. What else? Favorite sneaker from Adidas? I ain't gonna lie. I like the Ant. What is it? Ant ones? You know what I'm saying? Those Ant-Man ones, I like those, man. Those are dope. I'm waiting for different colorways to drop. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really feeling the colorways that are coming out, but I know they just doing a rollout for a sneaker right now. So, the AE, there you go, AE one. I said Ant-Man one. I'm tripping. The AE ones, definitely like them right now. I like James Harden's too. James Harden's shoe right now. I think it was the Volume 8s. I think. You know what I mean? If I'm not mistaken. But those are fire too, for sure. But those are, I say, the 2 Adidas. Now, I will say I'm going to show my age again. Anybody that's around my age bracket, man, y'all know what I'm about to say. The Adidas Pro models back in the day, from like 07, 08 to like 11, 12. Adidas Pro models had everybody in the chokehold. That's a fact. They had everybody in the chokehold, bro. Yeah, I definitely say the Adidas Pro models back in the day, but right now, definitely the AE ones and the Harden, I think Volume 8s, if I'm not mistaken, for sure. Word. Okay. What's next? I'm gonna do a couple more and then I'm gonna get up out of here, man. This is just the first intro episode of the podcast, man. I got more to come, but we're gonna do a few more before I get up out of here. Okay. Steph Curry and Magic Johnson. Love Steph Curry. Steph Curry is an amazing shooter. But Magic Johnson could pass. He could score. He could rebound. He could defend. He could do everything that Steph can't do. You know what I'm saying? Besides Steph got him in shooting, but Magic Johnson has him in literally everything else. So, you know what I mean? Especially at the point guard position. Point guard, you know, it all depends on what kind of team you want and what kind of offense you want around. But for me, I definitely say Magic Johnson for sure. And then, you know, more rings, more finals MVPs, more league MVPs. So, you know what I mean? I definitely got to go with Magic right now for sure. Okay. All-time starting five. All right. We're gonna play a little bit out of position here, but it's what I'm saying, a little bit out of position. But I'm gonna say LeBron at the one, Jordan at the two, Kobe at the three, KD at the four, Shaq at the five. I don't think we would lose ever. I don't think we would lose because if you take the typical lineup, I ain't gonna say typical, but the classic lineup, and you put a power forward out there, there's no power forward. Let's be very clear. There's no one ever that can guard KD. But then if you put a power forward on, it's like, all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? So KD at the four and then Shaq at the five. I mean, so you're gonna either have to double Shaq, and then you got to pass it out to niggas that can shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas that can shoot. People are like, oh, well, Jordan couldn't shoot. Jordan has the greatest mid range in the history of basketball. The greatest mid range in the history of basketball. You know what I'm saying? So definitely that for sure. So definitely, like I said, LeBron at the one, Jordan at the two, Kobe at the three, KD at the four, Shaq at the five. That would be my all-time five. Okay, what's next? Dream team, the Dream Team or the Redeem Team in 08? Dream Team. Dream Team got too many bigs. David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley, Karl Malone are gonna have a field day with Tyson Chandler and Dwight Howard and Chris Bosh. They're gonna have a fucking field day with those boys. So definitely that for sure. Okay. I'll do two more. Two more. I'm trying to look for a good one. Excuse me. Two more. We'll say. Oh, okay. Found one. Okay. What would you say? What would you say is the most? Excuse me. They can't type. Okay. I see what they're trying to say. They're trying to say, what would I say is the most important thing when it comes to a relationship? Trust. Trust. If you don't got trust, you don't got anything. You know what I mean? If you can't trust a person, there's automatically gonna be a level of respect that lacks. There's automatically gonna be a level of loyalty that lacks. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely say trust for sure. Okay, last question. Where can I follow you? I'm only answering this one because I said where is the podcast going to be at? It's going to be on all streaming services. Anywhere you get your podcast is where it's going to be at. But if you want to get clips or you want to see what's going on before the episodes drop, please follow me on Instagram, DeeFlamez_, or follow the Sports Fashion Podcast Instagram at Sports Fashion Podcast. Word. But like I said, if you want to just wait for the episodes, they will be out on all streaming platforms. So, okay. And, but let me find a good one to get up out of here. Let me find a good one. See, a lot of these are like similar, so I don't want to keep asking the same. Keep answering the same one. So we're going to keep. All right. I'm going to end it on this. Favorite places to travel. Okay. Favorite place to travel. I will say, for me, I love Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is amazing. I love Puerto Rico. Italy is nice. China is dope. Specifically Japan. My bad. I don't want to say China. Japan. My bad. Puerto Rico, Italy, Japan. But if we talking about stateside, I was born in Jersey. So I got a lot of family up north. So New York City is always going to be, New York City right there. So New York City is going to always be, up there. You know what I'm saying? California, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere in California. Like, I ain't going to say anywhere, but LA, San Diego's fire. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and I'll leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? What I said. Puerto Rico, definitely Puerto Rico is number one. I love Puerto Rico. But Puerto Rico. I'm tripping. Jamaica's fire too. I'm tripping. But yeah, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Italy. Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Italy, Japan. You know what I'm saying? And then of course New York, and then New York City specifically, and then California, San Diego, and LA for sure. Shout out to, I love Florida too, but I love Texas too, but yeah. But with that being said, again, like I said, I want to thank anybody that came through, man. I appreciate y'all. This is just the intro. This is just episode number 1. Just giving y'all a little bit of insight on me, the things that I like, the things that I pay attention to, my flavor type shit. Please stay tuned. We have a lot more coming, man. We have a lot more coming. We're definitely going to have guests. We're going to have guests both female and male. If you like fashion, this is the podcast for you. If you like sports, this is the podcast for you. If you like hip hop and R&B music, this is the podcast for you. If you like sneakers, this is definitely the podcast for you. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Please, again, if you're on YouTube, hit that like button. Please subscribe. But Sports Fashion Podcast on all streaming platforms. Please, on Instagram, find me on Instagram at DeeFlamez_, flames with a Z, not a S, underscore on Instagram. Also, follow the podcast Instagram at Sports Fashion Podcast. Again, it's your humble and gracious host, DeeFlamez. Thank you, and I look forward to more to come. Mahalo.